Alright, in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can sign your first agency client. No bullshit, I'm just going to get right into it. All I ask for is that if you get any value out of this, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so before you even start selling anything or setting up everything, you need to understand how to properly deliver. And what I mean by this is that you got to learn the basic tools. Some of the tools we're going to be using is going to be make.com, and this is going to help you with the automations and workflows. Another software we're going to be using is Retell AI for creating AI agents. Now, a lot of people say you can use VAPI, and personally, I don't really use VAPI. I use Retell AI myself, so that's exactly what I'm going to recommend. And other people are going to say Synthflow. Synthflow is just bullshit. They get paid to promote that, and you don't want to use Synthflow. You want to use Retell AI. And the best part is that they charge you usage based. After that, you want to learn some CRM basics, and CRM starts for customer relationship management, which is pretty much where you're going to be tracking your leads, your customers, and all of this. A lot of businesses already use this to track their leads and customers, and you can also use it yourself. Some examples are HubSpot, Go High Level, and Pipedrive, but there are many more. So yeah, these are going to be pretty much the basic tools you gotta learn. After that, you want to practice by setting up small automations or creating AI agents for yourself. Now, this could be an AI receptionist, a website chatbot, workflows even. It's personal choice, honestly. And once you pretty much get the hang of it, you're going to want to build at least one working demonstration before you reach out to clients. This is going to be what you're going to use to actually get them on a call. So after you learn all of the basics, you got to know about positioning. Positioning is pretty much the way you're going to present yourself to these businesses. So essentially, you don't want to be selling AI tools. What you're going to want to be selling is the results. Now, this could be time saved, revenue generated, or leads captured. You pretty much want to position yourself as a problem solver, not a software reseller. And one of the biggest mistakes I see people doing is that they don't niche down. You probably heard of the saying, jack of all trades, master of none. And what this means is that if you try to do everything, you won't become good at anything. You gotta pick a simple niche. Some niches I recommend is real estate, dental clinics, gyms, lawyers. Niche is pretty much the people or business you're gonna go after. Think of it like a target audience. And not only that, but picking your niche is super important, because if you don't niche down, essentially you're gonna be working more. And what I mean by this is, for example, a real estate might not have the same needs as a dental clinic. And a dental clinic is probably not gonna have the same needs as a construction company. So you're pretty much going to be building these different agents for different niches, and you're just going to be working more rather than actually building one agent and sticking down to your niche. I recommend sticking to your niche. So step number 2 is going to be offer creation. You got to craft a simple, irresistible offer. Pretty much a no-brainer offer, right? And some examples of this can be, we help gyms book 20 to 30 extra appointments a month using AI appointment setters. Or we help real estate agents turn base calls into closed deals with AI receptionists. These are just some examples, but you can honestly do whatever you feel more comfortable with. And the way you want to structure this is you want to have your niche, a pain point, the solution with your AI, and then you want to highlight the result you're going to be getting them. I would strongly suggest that you keep the pricing low for the first 1 or 2 clients, not only to get case studies, but to actually be confident on what you're selling, because some people actually price their things around $3,000 when they're first starting, and they're going to see no results, so they're probably going to start overthinking, and that's going to be detrimental for your consistency. So I recommend keeping the pricing low for the first 1, 2, or even 3 clients. So step number 3 is outreach methods, and I like to break this down into 4 different categories, with number 1 being your warm network. Alex Ramonsi is really big on this, and what it consists of is pretty much tell everybody you know, like friends or family, what you do. Other way of getting warm prospects is posting value content, pretty much of how your AI receptioning works, and that way the people that are interested in your product are actually going to be reaching out to you. Super effective, because instead of you actually chasing the clients, they're going to be chasing you. So I really recommend this one. Another method of outreach I recommend using is cold email. However, I do think cold calling works better. So when you're cold emailing, you don't want to make the message too long, because as a business owner, I honestly wouldn't want to read all that. You want to keep it simple, between 3 to 4 lines, and you got to personalize the first line. Outreach method number 3 is going to be cold calling. This is one of the most effective outreach methods, and I strongly recommend that you use this. You want to call them during business hours, and you got to speak directly to the decision makers. I see the mistake that people actually pitch their product or service to the receptionist, and I think that is so ridiculous, because first of all, you're pitching the product to someone who can't even make the decision about it, and number 2, you're providing a service that is going to be replacing them. So speak directly with the decision maker, and do not pitch to the receptionist, for the love of God. An example of something you can say could be like, hey, I'll keep this quick. I help XYZ reduce missed calls and capture more leads using AI. If I could show you how it works in 10 minutes, would you be open to call? And it is pretty simple. You just gotta do the volume of calls and actually know how to sell. Number 4 is going to be local outreach. Not a lot of people feel comfortable doing this. However, this is very effective because the decision makers are actually going to be looking at your face and they're going to be knowing who they deal with. So they're going to be trusting you even more. And essentially what you're going to be doing is visiting businesses in person with a demonstration on your phone. You're just going to reach out to the manager or the decision maker, and then you're going to show them a demonstration of how your AI receptionist works. And they recommend having a business card. That way businesses can reach back to you if you get rejected for whatever reason. You can even print a page with like all the benefits that you bring or whatever. And now we're actually getting into the important stuff. And what we're going to be talking about is inbound client acquisition, which is pretty much having clients reach to you instead of you looking for clients. Once you set this up, it's going to save you so much time and it is so easy to scale. And it is super simple. All you're going to be doing is you're going to be building a website and then you're going to post organic content or you can run paid ads. So you want to build a simple website with a homepage, which is going to include what you do and who do you help, the services you offer. And then you can even add a demonstration or a case study with a video of how the AI receptionist works or whatever you're going to be selling. Super important, you want to have a contact form or a booking calendar. That way, the leads that are interested in your product or service are going to reach out to you, and then you can just close them in a call. Organic content marketing. This is how you're going to market your website or your product completely for free. You want to post case studies, demonstrations, and tips on TikTok, Instagram Reels, or even LinkedIn. I'd recommend posting short clips of the AI actually booking the calls or appointments because it gets you so many views on TikTok as of in right now. And that is literally a cheat code. I would also build authority in your personal brand by answering these specific questions, such as how dentists can sell basic leads with AI. And when you start making more money, you can eventually run paid ads to generate leads. So the funnel is going to consist of running your ad campaign, then you're going to direct them to your landing page. And after in the landing page, you're going to see the demonstration and they're going to book a call with you, and that way you can close them. I would encourage you to start small, maybe spending like $10 or $20 a day, and then scale once you start converting. So for building trust with your customers, you're going to show them the demonstration. Business owners literally don't trust words because why would they? They don't even know you. They trust proof. When you show them how an AI receptionist works, you collect it. And the way you do this is you're going to get them to join into a Zoom call or a Google Meet, and then you're going to show the benefits of the AI into their business. Like I said before, you got to highlight their results. This could be saving time, generating leads, or whatever it is. It's very important that you know that you're going to get rejected more than one time. And you got to know how to handle objections. That way you reduce the number of no's you're getting. Some of the most common objections I personally handle when I'm cold calling or I'm offering my service is they say, we already have a staff. We already have someone doing this for us. And what you can do to tell them is AI doesn't replace them, but it helps capture leads when they can't. One I really recommend using is when they tell you that I already have a staff or already have someone doing this for us, you just ask them, do they work 24/7? Most of the cases, they don't have someone answering the calls for them 24/7, so they're probably going to want this into their business. Another objection they can have is this is too expensive, and you can ask them, what's the new customer worth? So if the system brings you at least one customer per month, it pretty much pays for itself. That way you cannot convince them that they're not losing money, and logically the business is going to be paying itself. Some others say, I don't even know if it's going to work for us. This is usually a fear objection, like they're scared of actually paying the money. You're going to tell them, that's why I'll set up a week for free, and if it doesn't work, you pay nothing. This is optional, you don't have to do this, but that's what I'd recommend saying. But you just want to know how to handle common objections. So once you actually have the leads and you're in a call and you want to secure the first client, you want to keep it simple. You want to sign them up with a low risk monthly fee or even a free pilot. You want to deliver amazing results fast because speed builds trust. And once you have proof, you can raise prices for the next client. And the thing that I like about this is once you actually secure your first client, if they like it and you do a good job, they're most likely going to spread your service through word of mouth. They're going to be telling other business owners about your product, how it works for them, and you eventually going to get more clients. But what do you do after you have a lot of clients and you can manage all of them? The long-term strategy here is you're going to use your first clients as case studies. You're going to record testimonial videos, and you're going to be increasing the price with each success story. You're going to start automating outreach with AI tools and scaling content marketing. You can even hire someone to market the content for you once you're making enough money. And you want to scale inbound leads, which again is people reaching out to you with better ads, retargeting, and SEO on your website. So yeah, that's pretty much how I signed my first client. If you like this video, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be making a community where you can talk to other AI agency owners and essentially talk to them about how they got their first client, how they scaled, and all of these things. I'm also going to be sharing a lot of templates so you don't have to waste time building whatever receptionist or a chatbot. So let me know if that's something you guys ever be interested in.